Happy birthday to legendary hip-hop artist CL Smooth. Hip-hop artist, actor, comedian, television host Nick Cannon, WWE superstar and actor Mike "The Miz" Mizanin, and legendary wrestler the late great Eddie Guerrero. X-Men 1991 back again with another video. Now before I get started, how y'all like my shirt? Yeah, I'm wearing my Hey Arnold shirt. I know the anniversary was yesterday, but we're still celebrating all weekend long, 25 years of Hey Arnold. This Monday is the 25th anniversary of Kablam, and I told y'all that I am going to do a rant about Kablam, celebrating 25 years of the show. But we're celebrating 30 years of a classic hip-hop album in this rant. October 8th, 1991, one of my fellow Houston rappers, Brad Jordan, aka Scarface, released his solo debut album, Mr. Scarface Is Back, by Rap-A-Lot Records and Priority Records. The album peaked at number 51 on the Billboard 200 on November 9th, 1991. 2 years later, after the album was released, it was certified gold. And it debuted at number 13 on the top R&B/hip-hop albums chart. The two singles from the album are A Minute to Pray and A Second to Die and Mr. Scarface. And Scarface has no guest appearances on this album. I definitely like the intro of Mr. Scarface. It's kind of like Itsy Bitsy Spider, but instead of saying the Itsy Bitsy Spider, saying Mr. Scarface. Mr. Scarface been walking down the block. Out jumps the fiends and steals all his rocks. Pulls out a gun and shoots out all the fiends. And Mr. Scarface went up the block again. I definitely like that intro of the Mr. Scarface song. Yep. 30 years since Scarface released his first album, Mr. Scarface Is Back. Scarface was 20 years old when he released his first solo album. This was 3 months after him and the Ghetto Boys released. Yeah, this was 3 months after he and the Ghetto Boys released their third album, We Can't Be Stopped. That's the album that had that song, My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me. So after the release of We Can't Be Stopped on July 9th of 91, Scarface released his solo debut album, Mr. Scarface Is Back. Yep. So 30 years later, Mr. Scarface Is Back is definitely one of the best hip-hop albums of the year 1991. And it's definitely considered a classic. But I wish the album would have went platinum instead of gold. Scarface is definitely considered one of the most pioneer gangster rappers. Definitely, he considered one of the pioneers of gangster rap, in my opinion. So it's definitely a classic. And the album only has 12 tracks, and Scarface has no guest appearances. He recorded all these tracks by himself, with no guest appearance. But that's cool though. That's cool. Thank you, Mr. Scarface, for 30 years of this classic album. I was 9 days away from turning 4 months old. I was still 3.5 months when this album came out. It's definitely considered a classic. So you guys should definitely check out that album. Mr. Scarface is back. I believe the next hip-hop album to turn 30 years old this month is Ice Cube Death Certificate. And yes, I'm definitely going to do a rant about that. So that's going to wrap up my quick rant celebrating 30 years of Scarface solo debut album, Mr. Scarface is Back. If you're new here, hit subscribe if you like the content. Hit that notification bell for my next anniversary rant. Thumbs up if you liked the video. Thumbs down if you didn't. Leave your comment down below. And I've already done my walking/running 5 days this week, Sunday through yesterday. So I got today, tomorrow, and Sunday off doing that. And I'm back at it on Monday. The only workout that I'm doing for the rest of the weekend is my push-ups, squats, and sit-ups. So I'm going to be back around 8 o'clock, reminiscing 20 years of a WWF Championship rematch between Kurt Angle and my boy Stone Cold Steve Austin from the October 8th, 2001 edition of Monday Night Raw. Don't follow your dreams, chase them. Peace. Happy 30th anniversary to Scarface's solo debut album, Mr. Scarface is Back.